Your AC is dying right now and you can't even tell. I'm Derek Cole with Simmons 1 Hour Heating and Air, and we've been serving this community since 1953. That's exactly why we created the $88 Super AC Tune-Up. One visit now could save you thousands later. Don't wait for your system to make a decision for you. Visit Simmons1hour.com and get it handled today.
This is a fast-evolving situation. When did everyone stop being scared of us?
I'll need full access to agency files.
What's happening?
You're hunting a predator. Miss the kill shot. It comes for you.
He's rogue. We should take him out. Make a move. Time's running out.
From the heart of Philly, this is CBS News Philadelphia on Philly 57. Now at 8, the cleanup continues after a powerful storm over the weekend whipped through West Philly, South Philly, and parts of Montgomery County.
Saturday's storm was so powerful it ripped this tree right out of the ground, blocking the sidewalk. It's a scene that played out all over Lower Merion Township this weekend. Some homes lost power, others damaged. I'm Madeline Wright with the cleanup.
But first, dangerous heat returns. Good evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington. We're bracing for our 5th heat wave this summer. Let's give you a live look at Rittenhouse Square. It's going to start heating up again starting tomorrow. Chief Meteorologist Bill Kelly has it from the sky deck.
Yeah, heat wave. Good evening, Yuki. Good evening, everybody. Defined as 3 consecutive days, 90 degrees or greater. That will start tomorrow. Tonight, things are really nice out here right now. It's kind of that lull ahead of the next heat wave. So out at the ballpark or at your neighborhood, we're still in the 80s around the region right now. Sun will go down in about a half an hour or so, and then we're going to drop those temperatures, but not entirely. I mean, we'll be 79 at 9, 77 at 10. We'll be about 73 at midnight, eventually ending up into the 60s tomorrow morning. So a really nice start to the day. But then high temperatures tomorrow jump up just like this. We got 88 by noon. We're going to go 92 degrees by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 93 at 6. I expect our high temperature tomorrow to settle out somewhere in the 92 to 94 degree range for most areas. So well above 90 degrees, but it's going to be even hotter for you on Wednesday. And this is when things really start to ramp up. What you're looking at there, the extreme heat watch, that's up for all the shades of the darker red, and then the orange is the heat advisory that's around the region. And it's not just here. I mean, this thing goes all the way up into New England, covers basically the entire state of New York. Some of the mountains don't have it there. Up into, Connecticut, Rhode Island, you name it, up there. Now, things are quiet currently, not just here, but around the region. No chance of storms tonight, really, or tomorrow. It's a beautiful day in terms of that. But as we get into Wednesday, when you have that much heat, that much humidity, it's not totally out of the question to get a stray rumble of thunder, but our next big change, our next big weather maker actually comes in on Saturday. We'll break that down and much more in your 7-day details coming up in just a few minutes.
And Bill, as you are aware, we are still cleaning up from this weekend's quick but powerful storm. Mayor Parker signed a declaration of disaster emergency after the storm uprooted trees, scattered branches, and left a trail of damage. Nikki Dementri checked in with neighbors in several different neighborhoods in West Philly.
Utility crews were out at 53rd and Girard Monday morning, restoring power in the block that's been out since Saturday afternoon.
If y'all could have been here just to hear the sound of that thunder. Something I never heard like that before in my life. I was so scared. Oh.
I came out here and I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone.
Neighbors shared this video with us, taken over the weekend, of crews working to clear the road.
I'm religious, and I'm going to tell you what I thought. I thought Jesus was coming back. I really did. I thought the Lord is coming to get us now.
Saturday's storms came through quickly, but with gusto, knocking down power lines and snapping trees like toothpicks.
I've never seen where lightning hit 4 trees at one time. Never seen that.
Billy Gowan's Camaro fell victim to Mother Nature.
Yeah, it's my car. It was well, still is, but what's left of it.
About a 2-minute drive away, still in West Philadelphia, we found more cleanup happening and yet another car totaled.
Well, I thought it was the porch furniture, lying around. I opened the door and
I just started screaming.
The back row of this SUV was crushed by the tree parked on West Thompson Street. These live photos were taken while the heavy rain was still pounding the city on Saturday.
I'm just happy no one got hurt.
In Winfield, our crews found more downed trees and branches. Drone Watch 3 above Windale Avenue between North 56th and 57th Streets.
I've never seen anything like this, and I never felt anything like that before. It was outrageous.
The city says it's received more than 340 tree emergency calls, with more than 200, quote, inspected, and removal is in progress. Nikki Dementry, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Let's now show you the scene at FDR Park in South Philly, where massive trees were ripped from the ground, crashing into trails and streets. The caretaker of Bel Air Manor said one of those massive trees is blocking the entrance to the historic property.
Well, that's a majestic tree, and we're really sorry to see it down. And it's going to take a lot of work to cut up all that wood. So I don't think it's going to happen quickly.
The Parks and Rec Department says despite the damage, all city parks reopened today, but the city is prioritizing trees that are affecting homes, residential streets, and major roadways. The Parks Department says 220 of more than 300 felled trees have already been inspected. Contractors have been hired to cut them up and take them away. Well, it's been 2 days since those severe storms, and the city is still cleaning up. Chopper was over this fallen tree early this morning. This is over on 54th near Upland Way, right by the Mann Center for the Arts. The tree is on top of 2 vehicles, fully uprooted, and it tore up part of that sidewalk, as you can see as well. Well, portions of the main line were hit especially hard. In Lower Merion Township, police say within 4 hours, they had more than 500 calls for service, spanning everything from downed trees and power lines to water rescues. Madeline Wright has our coverage tonight.
Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it.
Lower Merion Township homeowner Randy Shook is surveying the damage after a powerful storm swept through on Saturday.
All the trees were blocking over here. This tree was lying here.
The storm completely uprooted this tree on Kent Road, blocking the sidewalk and narrowly missing her neighbor's house. But not everyone was lucky. Lower Merion Township police say trees fell on 12 homes in the township, including this one on Morris Road. Crews spent the day clearing debris. Police Superintendent Andy Block says this was more than a routine summer storm.
And it was horrendous conditions that we had within the township between the rain, which was blowing sideways, and the wind. Wind gusts were up to 70 miles an hour.
One of the hardest hit neighborhoods was Cedar Grove Road in Wynwood, where 4 homes were hit by trees. Officials say at the height of the storm, 7,500 people lost power. Crews spent the day working to restore service.
We briefly lost power, but we're fortunate to have a generator, which helped us.
The storm also created life-threatening flooding. Police say there were 5 water rescues. One of them was right here at this underpass at Wynwood and Penn Roads, a reminder of the dangers of driving through flooded streets.
And we always tell people that they should not enter that, they should turn around not to drown.
As the cleanup continues, many residents say the storm's intensity left them shaken.
Certainly, it's something we're going to talk about for a long time.
Township officials say they'll continue assessing the damage in the days ahead. In Lower Merion, Madeline Wright, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Also tonight, there are growing calls for Wilmington police to release body cam video from the officer that shot and killed Kadir Skinner. Attorneys for Skinner's family released video from the immediate aftermath of the shooting at 24th and Jessup on June 24th. They say it shows police handcuffing the 19-year-old as he is laying on the ground. Multiple bystanders recorded the incident on their phones while calling for police to get Skinner medical attention. We do not know what happened before the video started rolling or what led to the shooting. But Wilmington police say officers were monitoring a crowd when Skinner came out of a house and pointed a gun at the group. An officer then shot Skinner during a foot pursuit. Wilmington police and the Delaware Department of Justice are investigating the shooting. We did reach out to Wilmington police for a comment and asked if they plan to release that body camera footage. We have yet to hear back. In Olney, the FBI returned to search for evidence at a home that was the last known location of a woman who disappeared a decade ago. Our chopper was over the 400 block of West 2 Avenue this afternoon. Agents found marijuana, a stockpile of chemicals, and a 55-gallon drum connected to hoses last month. A grand jury charged homeowner Eugene Horsch with gun crimes. They also charged him with knowingly possessing fraudulent DEA and FBI identification documents. Authorities seized nearly 100 kilos of cocaine and fentanyl during a major drug bust right here in Philly. District Attorney Larry Krasner announced the takedown today. He showed the drugs and weapons that impacted several neighborhoods all across the city. Prosecutors have charged 2 people as part of a 2-year investigation that involves several law enforcement agencies. The DA had high praise for a police canine on the case as well.
If you want to find a huge pile of kilos inside of a storage container, inside of a space where there's a whole bunch of other storage containers that don't contain any drugs, Moose is your guy. Moose will be in there, and upon the proper command, will leap right on top of the right crate and start barking. Moose stands on business.
K9 Moose is a member of the Bensalem Police Department. And still ahead on Philly 57, a wild scene down the shore. Police ATVs crash on the Atlantic City boardwalk and 7 people are injured. We'll detail the unfortunate chain of events. And this.
Everyone's bison! Look out, bison!
A 2,000-pound bison chases down a grandfather in Yellowstone National Park. The American Red Cross is issuing an emergency. There is a critical shortage of blood, and it's a dangerous situation for hospitals and especially patients, the types most needed, when we come back.
I got another sales call, and I can't even remember the customer's name.
His name is Kevin, and my name is your name. I'm future you, the you who uses the AI sales agent from Otter AI.
And besides grabbing live meeting transcriptions and automated summaries, it also pulls key insights and exhale.
So if Otter does all this, what am I supposed to do with all the time I get back?
Yoga. Obviously, you're going to do yoga.
When I really want the ultimate no makeup, I put on just enough tinted moisturizer and somehow I look better. It does just enough to even out skin tone and reduce redness, and it's perfect for those no makeup days. It's for the days I'm running around doing errands but just want to look pulled together. It takes a second to apply and couldn't be easier to put on. It really is just enough. Learn more at jonesroadbeauty.com.
That'll be a new customer. Don't miss it.
Hello?
Hey, Kev. Heard of Quo? It'll help us handle calls and texts.
Quo. Yeah, Quo.
Great news! We won the job!
Yes, we did.
Get next level multitasking for your customer calls and messages while you work. Always say hello with Quo.
What a hotel.
Right? And only $250 a night for my favorite site. What?
You didn't check Trivago.
I got mine for $155. You have to check Trivago.
Oh yeah? Prove it.
On Trivago, you can compare hotel prices from multiple different sites.
Even your favorite one.
Look, same hotel, $100 less.
You didn't check Trivago.
I didn't check Trivago.
Check Trivago to compare prices and save up to 40%. Hotel? Trivago.
Sunday morning, Jeremy Allen White as Bruce Springsteen, actor Donnie Wahlberg on his new TV series, and Thinking the Unthinkable. Listen for the trumpet.
An investigation is underway in Atlantic City after 2 police officers crashed their ATVs on the boardwalk It happened along Brighton Avenue and the boardwalk on Saturday. You can see the first officer riding an ATV hits a person before slamming into a tram car. Then another officer then crashes his ATV into the back of the first officer's. Officials say 7 people, 7, including the 2 officers, were hurt. Terrifying video from Yellowstone National Park where a bison chased a 65-year-old man through the trees, then flipped him. A quick heads up, you might find this video disturbing. Here's CBS correspondent Tom Hansen.
Everyone's bison! Look out, bison!
Photographer Mike McLeod was camping in Yellowstone National Park on Friday when his wife saw a bold bison approach. He grabbed his camera and started shooting.
You can see these 2 people walking along the perimeter road of the campground, and they take out their phones and get some pictures or video. And as soon as the bison stands up, the grandfather, he's like, "We're out of here, let's go."
After a white pickup passes, the bison springs up and charges toward the pair as they hid behind trees.
After the second loop around, the bison finally caught up to the grandfather, hooked him, and threw him up in the air.
McLeod says the man was laying on the ground at the mercy of the bison. That's when he put down his camera and went to help.
I charged the bison, yelling and screaming and kind of trying to put my camera up in the air. And a bunch of other men joined me, and we successfully hazed the bison off of the victim.
He says emergency vehicles arrived within 10 minutes. According to the park's website, bison run 3 times faster than humans, weigh up to 2,000 pounds, and visitors are advised to stay at least 25 yards away. This is the second documented bison attack in the park this year. Park officials say bison will defend their space when threatened, but according to McLeod, that wasn't the case this time.
They did everything right, and the bottom line is people come to the national park because it's wild and risky, and that's part of the downside is there's a risk.
And McLeod says he's been in touch with the family, who says he underwent surgery and is recovering in the hospital. Now, McLeod, who, by the way, is also a wildlife biologist, says the attack happened at the start of breeding season, which means males are more aggressive as they compete for dominance. Tom Hansen, CBS News, New York.
Wow. Well, the FBI is assisting at the scene of a fatal shooting in Maine. It's the second shooting in the country in a week at the hands of Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Correspondent Jared Hill reports tonight.
Protesters gathered in Maine Monday after federal officials say ICE fatally shot a man. The Maine Immigrants' Rights Coalition says the victim was a 26-year-old from Colombia who was authorized to work in the U.S. and had a Social Security number. Doorbell camera footage apparently captured the sound of gunshots from a home just around the corner from the scene in Biddeford. The incident comes months after an increased ICE presence in Maine and follows last week's fatal ICE shooting of a Mexican national in Houston. He was on his way to work in his van.
Just because they're not born in this country doesn't mean they're not human beings. And I think this present administration has forgotten that.
Maine's independent Senator Angus King said he spoke with U.S. Homeland Security Secretary Markwayne Mullin about the shooting.
He had been given an order to leave the country. He was in a vehicle, pulled out in the vehicle, and the term the secretary used was weaponized the vehicle. He was shot by an ICE agent.
An FBI spokesperson tells CBS News that the agency responded to assist on scene immediately following the shooting, but has no additional comment. Republican Senator Susan Collins says the shooting requires a full and impartial investigation. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
It was a chaotic scene outside of Yankee Stadium last night. The finale performance of Jay-Z's anniversary concert series was delayed for hours. Thousands of fans were left standing outside the stadium before eventually being allowed in. The venue and the concert promoters blamed large groups of fans without tickets rushing the entrances for the delay. Now, some fans say despite the wait to get in, they had a good time.
He had a bulletproof
Even
vest
though we had
on.
to wait until noon, wait until 12 at night, midnight, it was worth every moment. My voice is gone. It was the most amazing concert I've ever been to in my life. Absolutely exceptional. Jay-Z, I'm from Dallas, Texas. I flew all the way from Dallas, Texas to make sure I was a part of this.
Elite.
That's how crazy it was. It was
remarkable.
Amazing.
The show was supposed to start at 8 p.m. but was delayed until just after midnight. Jay-Z wrapped things up just before 3 o'clock this morning.
Coming to you from the Hyundai Virtual Next Weather Sphere, this is Next Weather.
And we got some big time heat on the way, huh?
I don't think yes is the answer to that question, but I don't think I would have made it if I went to that show 3 o'clock in the morning.
Man, I couldn't. Nah, no shot. No shot.
Yeah, it would have been like, it starts at what time, 8? It's 8:18. Now let's go.
You ever been to a Jay-Z show?
I have not.
Neither have I.
Those guys certainly spoke highly of it.
Is it remarkable?
Remarkable. Fascinating. Divine.
It must have been. It was packed. It was packed.
Good stuff. No, tell you what, you mentioned the heat. Yeah, that is our weather story. We are going to see the heat. Next big change. Tonight's great. Clear skies, not too humid, seasonably warm, but we do have our 5th heat wave of the year. And a couple of those occurred officially before summer began in June. Tuesday through Saturday. So it starts tomorrow, runs through Saturday. It's going to peak on Wednesday, where we're forecasting a high temperature of 100 degrees. If we hit 100 officially in Philadelphia, that will be the 4th time this year that we've had a high temperature at or above 100 degrees. The record of all time is 5 days in a single year. We don't get triple-digit days that often. You know, more years than not, we don't get any at all, let alone 3, and now we're looking at possibly 4. There's also a severe threat this weekend, primarily as a cold front approaches the area. So the normal high is 88. We are right now in the peak heating. That's as high as our normal high goes when we're just kind of looking at the averages. Tomorrow, 94. There's your 100 on Thursday. Going to drop it down slightly, still way up there, mid and upper 90s for Thursday, Friday. By Saturday, we go to 92 before the numbers drop down. But the humidity levels are going up quite a bit. I mean, look, by Wednesday, we're back into the muggy, if not gross territory. So when you add that to the mix, here's the numbers I want you to know about. Feeling like 99 tomorrow, feeling like 110 on your Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, triple-digit peak. Feels like temperatures in the afternoon, but then we'll drop things down. There's a Monday. I got to change that. Saturday to Monday. We're skipping Sunday on this map, Buke. I don't know why. But anyhow, we'll be back in just a little while. We're going to have that 7-day forecast and much more. You're watching the 8 o'clock show, the big show we call The Oats. We'll be right back.
That was the reason why I switched to Relay. It's so easy and seamless. Since switching to Relay, I've been able to pay myself, pull out my profit and tax accordingly, and have all of my accounts in the right places.
Want the fastest working GLP-1? Now in a new monthly pen and at half the price. FDA approved weight loss medication. Cheaper. The fastest GLP-1 at its lowest price. On Ro. Lose 20% of your weight in a year. On Ro. 4 weekly shots in 1 monthly pen. Weight loss faster. Price cheaper. 1 monthly pen now on Ro. See if you qualify at ro.co/TV.
This is Naomi. She just discovered the sweet sound of earning and saving money on Vinted. Thanks to free shipping, she spent even less on these pre-loved boots. And by selling some of her clothes that she doesn't wear, with 0 selling fees, she earned the cash to buy them. Don't wear it, sell it.
This has been a wonderful 24 hours for me, yeah.
Yeah, the Hardigans! Don't know the name? Then Google us.
This family that I work for is on the brink of civil war. Ripe for the picking.
I like your style.
I'm Tony DeCopel. The CBS Evening News is the story of America one day at a time. I'm Tony. While we cover a lot of ground, we also stick to the basics. What's real?
Do you ever get scared?
Yeah. And what's important.
Well, I'm just asking you why you're here and what your message is.
Success for us is not how much we pack into a show, but how much you take away from it. And we'll always end with the good stuff, something to remind you that there's a lot of life out there beyond the headlines. So join me. This is the CBS Evening News.
There are so many people out there spouting bull that it is shocking to me. Hey gang, welcome to Money Moves. No jargon, no judgment, just actionable financial advice. It's going to be a lot for people. It's a lot of Jill. You see Mark's face. He's such a handsome man. Your life is changing. Your money changes. Your needs change. And we want to be here for everybody who's watching and listening to this show. Follow and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
And the American Red Cross has declared a national blood emergency. Officials are warning that hospitals are in dire need of blood products for emergencies and surgeries. Here's health reporter Stephanie Stahl.
It happens every summer. Blood donations drop while demand spikes. This year, the hit on the blood supply is beyond all expectations.
In the past several weeks, we've seen an increased need from hospitals of about 3,500 units of blood each week, beyond what we would typically expect.
In the month of June alone, the American Red Cross says their supply has been depleted by nearly 25%. Summer is known as trauma season, when hospitals tend to see more serious injuries and medical emergencies. This year, there was extra travel for 250 celebrations and the World Cup events. Big cities like Philadelphia are experiencing a big influx of travelers and events and a need for blood.
When we see that our inventories are starting to drop and that hospitals may be forced to make difficult decisions, that's really when we need to put a call to action to bring donors in to help replenish those stores.
While all blood types are needed, the Red Cross says the shortage is especially serious for O-positive and B-negative blood, as well as plasma from donors who have type AB blood.
Someone needs a blood transfusion every 2 seconds in the United States. And so there are patients out there whose lives depend on the generosity of their community members coming in to give the gift of life.
Ann Clemens has type O negative blood and is a universal red cell donor.
People need blood. If I can help, why not help? Save a life.
She hopes more people get the message and give. And we have more information on donating blood and a link to make an appointment at cbsphiladelphia.com. I'm Stephanie Stahl.
Millions of people are living with chronic inflammation. This may be affecting their mental and brain health. Symptoms of chronic inflammation include fatigue, muscle aches, and headaches. The condition has also been linked to cancer, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, and stroke. Health experts say eating anti-inflammatory foods can help address the risk.
We're just not eating a diet that's anti-inflammatory. So we want to move towards that, which is a diet that's rich in whole foods, it's rich in omega-3 fats from wild fatty fish, it's rich in lots of colorful plants, it has lots of fiber, fermented foods. All those change your inflammation levels.
The doctors say you can also help regulate chronic inflammation by getting 7 to 9 hours of restful sleep each night and exercising, even if you walk in nature for just 20 minutes a day. Coming up in our second half hour, we're in your corner with important information about a bank scam and remembering the life of Senator Lindsey Graham, who died suddenly over the weekend. We now know who will replace the senator and finish out the rest of his term. And this.
This All-Star Week, Major League Baseball and the Phillies honoring our veterans. I'm Dan Snyder. I'll show you the legacy project they're leaving behind and what it means to those who served.
Buying a car is kind of a big deal, but you've got dealership mode on the Car Gurus app. It's like your car buying sidekick when it's time to decide. Car Gurus. Download the app and try dealership mode today.
The Wolf of Wall Street movie doesn't even accurately portray the level of insanity that occurred.
This is a company built on fraud.
It was glamorous, but if it feels too good to be true, it probably is.
You got the power, you can do whatever the hell you want to do.
People lost money, people got hurt.
For a lot of people, the American dream turned into the American nightmare.
NCIS fans, the clock is ticking.
We'll be back CBS Tuesdays this fall
with more NCIS.
The killer sending a message.
We need to move.
Go! It's big time. Am I interrupting something? Help! Weapons down!
What is this?
Guess what they all have in common?
Chisel dabs.
Don't you go anywhere.
NCIS returns, part of CBS Premiere Week. Catch up anytime on Paramount Plus.
Chilling with the queen. Her name is Gail King.
Hey!
CBS.
CBS Mornings.
CBS Morning.
What she said.
CBS.
CBS Morning. CBS Morning.
CBS Mornings.
CBS
Morning.
CBS Mornings on CBS and where else?
Paramount Plus.
See you at 7.
CBS. CBS Mornings.
I want a mug. Yeah. Good mug.
I've been so many places in my life and time.
Everything has to come to an end. It's a part of life. Nothing is forever.
This the shot. Anything's possible.
The Dutton Ranch. We're back in business.
You heard right. Let's go to work. I'm glad you're making friends, honey.
You're every bit as advertised.
You're damn right he is.
Fighting the good fight, buddy.
War with Iran. Stay with CBS News for continuing coverage on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
From the heart of Philly, this is CBS News Philadelphia on Philly 57. Good evening, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington. Today, Congress paid tribute to Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina. He passed away suddenly on Saturday at the age of 71. White flowers and black bunting decorated Graham's desk on the Senate floor. And we now know his sister will finish out his term. CBS correspondent Nicole Killian reports from Columbia, South Carolina.
We are going to miss Lindsey.
An emotional changing of the guard at the South Carolina State Capitol as Governor Henry McMaster named Senator Lindsey Graham's younger sister, Darlene Graham Nordone, to serve out the rest of his term.
Lindsey has always been there for me, and now I will be there for him.
Nordone was raised by her brother after he took legal guardianship of her when she was 13, following the loss of their parents. The pair maintained a close bond, with Nordone appearing at campaign events and in ads. President Trump recommended her for the interim job, calling it a fabulous tribute to Lindsey.
It is such a privilege to get to finish some of his important work, and I promise to work hard over the next several months to support the president and carry forward the efforts of my brother.
From his hometown of Seneca,
even if you disagreed with him, he just had an infectious smile,
to the Senate floor, colleagues honor the 71-year-old who died suddenly from a torn aorta Saturday, according to preliminary findings. They remembered him as a foreign policy hawk whose wit and passion transcended politics.
I will miss Lindsey's friendship, Mr. President, more than I can say. We will laugh together again.
Graham's death comes as Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell remains absent from the Senate. The 84-year-old issued a statement over the weekend acknowledging he suffered from a fall last month that rendered him briefly unconscious and had a mild case of pneumonia. Senator McConnell says he is continuing his recovery. As for Senator Graham's seat, a primary special election will be held here next month to replace him on the ballot in November. Nicole Killian, CBS News, Columbia, South Carolina.
Actor Sam Neill has also passed on. He's best known for his roles in Jurassic Park and The Piano. According to a statement that was put on his social media accounts, he was surrounded by family at his Sydney, Australia home. The statement says his death was sudden and unexpected. 3 years ago, Neill was diagnosed with a rare type of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, but the statement says he didn't have cancer when he passed. His exact cause of death wasn't specified. Sam Neill was 78. U.S. Central Command says it began launching the third consecutive night of strikes against Iran at the direction of President Trump. The U.S. and Iran both say they have control over the Strait of Hormuz. Correspondent Jared Hill is sorting it all out tonight.
In a social media post, President Trump says the Strait of Hormuz is open to all countries except for Iran and its customers.
We are just going forward. We're attacking them tonight. We're taking out all of their capability for anything having to do with the Strait, with the Hormuz Strait. And I think in the end, we will end up just controlling the whole thing.
He adds that the U.S. will collect a 20% security reimbursement on all cargo shipped through the crucial waterway. Earlier, Iranian officials said they will under no circumstances allow the U.S. to interfere in its management of the strait. The two sides traded attacks in recent days over control of the area. The Pentagon saying it struck dozens of targets to degrade Iran's ability to attack ships, including using these sea drones in combat operations for the first time, hitting a naval base. And Iran with its own wave of attacks against several U.S. bases in the region. President Trump told Fox News the two sides had at one point agreed to a deal Saturday.
And then they broke it. They always break it. We've had 10 deals with these people, and so we're just going to hit them very hard. And we're gonna keep the strait, and we'll probably run it. We'll become the guardian of the strait.
The United Nations agency responsible for the safety of international shipping says there is no legal basis to collect tolls for passing through a strait. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
And with that, we are keeping an eye on gas prices. The price of crude oil rose nearly 8% today. As of this morning in the Philly area, drivers are paying $3.95 for a gallon of regular. In south of Jersey, the price is $3.89, and drivers in Delaware are paying $3.83 for a gallon of regular gas. The national average today is $3.87 a gallon. Well, this All-Star Week, the Phillies and Major League Baseball are teaming up to help veterans in our area. This morning, they dedicated an All-Star Legacy project at the Veterans Multi-Services Center in Old City, bringing key upgrades to the building. Dan Snyder shows you what it means to those who have served our country.
He's put me back in housing, get myself put together.
When he needs help, veteran Aaron Thompson has often turned to the Veterans Multi-Service Center.
Just being a person, we have some pride, being a veteran and serving the country.
Now he and other local vets will have even more access to the services they need. Major League Baseball and Phillies charities teamed up to renovate the 5th floor of the complex. And this All-Star Week, they officially opened the Independence floor.
There is nothing out there in terms of causes that is more unifying and important than support for veterans.
I can't imagine a more meaningful contribution for this semi-quincentennial.
Just 5 months ago, this whole floor was storage space. Now it's transformed with a therapeutic green space and veteran-created art. The Independence floor will also focus on helping vets gain economic freedom, whether through accessing benefits they may not have known they had or helping them find jobs.
We want to guide our veterans to economic independence and stability, and that comes with a well-paying job.
The project also repaired the center's elevator, a seemingly minor fix, but not when you consider officials say it didn't work nearly 100 days a year.
And VMC staff would literally carry veterans who weren't ambulatory up those flights of stairs.
It's a symbol that they're not going to be left behind or excluded.
Vets were also treated to a block party after the opening with food and Philly swag. But veterans like Thompson and those who work at the VMC say this legacy project will leave a lasting mark.
If we didn't have this, we'd see a lot of them out there sleeping on the ground, which I was like that before. But this helps the veterans, to get started.
It's an acknowledgement that the 99% that did not serve haven't forgotten their service and sacrifice.
Dan Snyder, CBS News, Philadelphia.
And you still have one more day to enjoy the All-Star excitement at the Pennsylvania Convention Center. Tomorrow is the final day for the All-Star Village. There are tons of activities and memorabilia to see. It's open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow, but you do need a ticket to get in. Well, hundreds of fans waited for hours this morning to meet Bryce Harper before he competes tonight in the Home Run Derby. The line wrapped around the building along Market Street to get into the special pop-up venue called the Under Armour Dugout. Fellow All-Stars Bobby Witt Jr. and Juan Soto also stopped by to say hey to the fans. The dugout will be open again tomorrow, by the way, from 10 till 2. And still ahead tonight, we're in your corner, reminding you that scams can happen to anyone, even members of our CBS News Philadelphia team. Josh Sidorowitz has the warning sign that was missed just before thousands of dollars disappeared.
Tomorrow morning, our next weather team getting us all ready for the next big change, Kate.
That's right, Janelle, and it's another heat wave. Heat wave number 5, just in time for the All-Star game here in Philly. I'll show you when it will feel like over 100 degrees.
All right, join us right here tomorrow morning on CBS News Philadelphia.
These are the Millers. They just discovered the sweet sound of earning and saving money on Vinted. Thanks to free shipping, they spent even less on their daughter's toy drum set. And by selling some of the clothes she's outgrown with 0 fees, they earn the cash to cover it. Don't wear it, sell it.
Shopping. I was lying on the grass a Sunday morning of last.
Yummy.
Indulging in myself to feed.
As if.
Damn! No sunshine.
Fantastic.
That's what I've been saying.
I got sand in my butt. I can't hardly walk.
If you steal my sunshine.
Keep running.
You must not know us.
The agency is cleaning house, whatever it takes.
What are you keeping from me?
It ain't easy staying alive in this city.
This life is gonna work, isn't it?
We'll make it work.
I cannot wait to see this fight.
This isn't the end of a fight. This is the start of one.
There are so many people out there spouting bull that it is shocking to me. Hey gang, welcome to Money Moves. No jargon, no judgment, just actionable financial advice.
Do it, otherwise you're leaving free money on the table.
This feels like a little excessive to me.
You're asking for the IRS to come knocking.
The whole point of saving money early is to give yourself these opportunities.
They think the stock market is rigged against them.
It's a deeply emotional and personal issue.
This segment should really be sponsored by like a blood pressure medication or something. This just gets me going.
Mark and I are both certified financial planners. It's going to be a lot for people. It's a lot of Jill. You see Mark's face. He's such a handsome man. Your life is changing. Your money changes. Your needs change. And we want to be here for everybody who's watching and listening to this show. Follow and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Meet the tech billionaire who's creating autonomous weapons and has big ideas about the future of warfare.
It's a scary idea to some people.
It's a scary idea, but I mean, that's the world we live in.
So you'd think you'd never fall for a scam. Well, that's exactly what many victims thought as well. Recently, our colleague Siafa Lewis had been on the phone with someone he thought worked for his bank. They did not. And by the time he realized it was a scam, thousands of dollars were gone. Consumer reporter Josh Sidorowitz is in your corner with the warning signs he missed before thousands of dollars disappeared.
I log into my PNC account, my heart drops.
Even a CBS News Philadelphia anchor who knows about consumer scams can fall victim.
Obviously, I watch your segments. I'm aware of this sort of stuff, and it's the last thing that was on my mind that day.
Siafa Lewis said he got a call from what he thought was his bank's fraud department.
What are they saying to you? He tells me that he's calling from PNC Bank and that there has been suspicious activity. He wanted to confirm if it was me or not. A call that I have received legitimately from PNC in the past.
He says he didn't suspect anything, and he never gave them any sensitive information, or so he thought at the time.
I think they had my username and my password, but they couldn't get into my account. Thus the phone call, Thus can you confirm the 6-digit code we just sent you?
A lot of times, investigators say that scammers probably already have a lot of your info. In this case, what they needed was that one-time two-factor authentication code sent to his phone.
And you gave the code?
Yes.
Imposter scams like this one, where a scammer pretends to be a business or agency you trust, are now the most frequently reported scams in the U.S., according to the FTC, costing victims more than $3 billion last year alone. PNC says it will never call and ask you for a one-time passcode or your login information. The American Bankers Association says that's standard for all banks. And you should always hang up and call back using the number from your official bank statement or on the back of your card. In Siafa's case, scammers moved $7,000 out of his account using Zelle. His biggest lesson, he says, never trust the number that's calling you.
If you are to receive a call back the number that you know you have to that institution.
It is important to remember that you are up against the clock when this happens to you. Siafa immediately reported it to the bank, the police, even the FBI. He is still trying to get his money back, though he told me he is somewhat hopeful because he says he never authorized those Zelle transfers. You know, a lot of times in these types of cases, it's an untraceable wire transfer, but investigators might have a little bit more to go on here. I'm Josh Sidorowicz, CBS News, Philadelphia.
And to contact Josh, you can fill out our consumer complaint form by scanning that QR code on your screen or by going to cbsphiladelphia.com/inyourcorner. Well, Meta has pulled the plug on a controversial new AI feature on Instagram. You may have heard about the new tool that let users grab pictures from public Instagram accounts to create AI photos. The backlash was quick and widespread due to privacy concerns. Just days after introducing the tool, Meta has already shut it down. Well, when it comes to summer vacations, the trend to visit places featured in hit television shows and movies is reaching a new level. Bookings to locations featured in the past seasons of the hit HBO show White Lotus took off once viewers tuned in. Now, according to the travel agency Fora, travelers are also flocking to Saint-Tropez in France. It's featured in the upcoming season 4.
And the wild thing is that this show is not even out yet, and we're still seeing bookings booming. So it's gotten so powerful, we don't even need to see the show in order to want to go there.
Travel experts say another trend this summer is all-inclusive trips, which are up more than 130% since last year. But they add, if you are looking for last-minute availability and value, avoid the trends and head to places like the Caribbean and Mexico instead.
Coming to you from the Hyundai Virtual Next Weather Sphere, this is Next Weather.
How about a station trip to the Caribbean, Bill?
That sounds good. I think we should do that. Grace said Uncle Uke is paying. I love that. One of my favorite places to go when we're talking about that, going to movie sets and locations. Have you ever been to the Ohio Reformatory right there in Richland County, Central Ohio? Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it. I've never been there.
Yeah, it is where they filmed a majority of the Shawshank Redemption.
Really?
Yeah, and what's really cool about it, what's that?
Excellent movie.
Oh my gosh, it's fabulous. What's amazing, sometimes you'll go to a place and there's like a spot there or a spot there. 100% of the shots that were outside, filmed there.
Right there.
A majority of the interior shots, filmed there. So like when you go where the warden at the end of the movie, he's there, you can sit in his office. The room where Morgan Freeman goes in and every time he tries to get his appeal and they deny, you sit in that exact same room, look out the same windows. The only thing that they didn't do was the prison, the cells, because in the movie they wanted them to face each other, but at the reformatory they actually face out.
Okay,
but you got to check it out sometimes. Tours, I believe, are free.
Didn't you have a cameo in that film?
Did I?
Yeah, I thought I saw you.
You thought, which role would that have been? Which role would have that been?
Oh, you were one of the guys hanging out in the prison?
It was just on my off day. That's that's part of my, that's what I'm known for, that's it. No, I was in an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie once.
Okay.
But I didn't make the cut.
Oh, wow.
I'm literally
not even the DVD?
No, I'm literally the very last line in the credits. It's called Aftermath. You go, it says meteorologist Bill Kelly. Literally the last one. So there you go.
My man.
All right, so let me show you what's going on right now. Here's a beautiful shot. Look at this. This is from Margate. We're looking back, obviously, to the west. Sundown now, and you see that there's no clouds in the sky. It's a gorgeous evening. So a beautiful night tonight, but the next big change starts tomorrow. Another heat wave starting. This will be our 5th of the season of the year. That'll start tomorrow, but dangerous heat for you on Wednesday. Wednesday is our hottest day. That's why we are on weather alert for Wednesday, near record heat. 100 degrees plus for many places. I got Wilmington and Pemberton, for example, at 102. So, we're going to be way up there with feels like temperatures to 110. The record for Wednesday officially in Philadelphia is 103. So, we could get there. I think we're going to stay shy of that. But heat illnesses are back on the table. The power grid's going to have a lot of surge there, or at least a lot of draw. So it's possible we have power outages. Just make sure you check on your neighbors. It's another one of these scorching days. It won't be quite as extreme as the one we had a couple of weeks ago, but we already have this extreme heat watch up and down I-95 essentially. This goes back into western parts or eastern parts of Maryland, into Newcastle County, and right up into Ocean County and Burlington as well. That the heat advisory is all the orange shades. That's up for pretty much everybody, but that extreme heat watch is up. Both of these go into effect Wednesday morning until 8 o'clock Wednesday evening. And it's not just us. The whole region is going to be under the influence of this. So high pressure building in. It's a quiet night tonight. There are a few showers well up north there into sections of Maine. But the story for us the next few days is the heat. Tomorrow we're going to start in the 60s, feeling like 73 around 7 o'clock in the morning. Our feels like temperature tomorrow will be into the upper 90s. So you'll certainly notice that. But by Wednesday, we're talking about the 104 to 110 range into the afternoon with that excessive humidity that's going to start kicking up. In addition, the morning lows, we're not getting much relief. The more humid it is, the warmer the overnight lows are going to be. By the way, I cut a video together on my YouTube page. It's not posted yet. It'll post tomorrow that talks about this exact same thing. You might want to check that out, Bill Kelly Weather. It's real interesting. It has to do with what's called heat capacity. But I digress. 96 degrees on Thursday and Friday, 92 degrees on Saturday. This is our next weather maker with our cold front, Saturday into Sunday. Both days we are tracking showers and storms, but after that, Sunday and Monday, we'll be back down into the mid-80s. Okay. There you go.
Thank you, movie star. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
You got it.
Well, someone in the Lehigh Valley seems to be missing a goat. Yesterday, state police found the animal wandering around near Old Post Road and Levens Road in North Whitehall Township. They captured the goat and moved it from the road, and now they're searching for the four-legged escape artist owner. If you know who owns that goat, please contact Pennsylvania State Police, Troop M. And remember the jealous dog at the Marlins game last month? You may have seen this video. He looked forlorn as another dog ate a hot dog. Well, the Marlins made it up to him yesterday. The dog named Jonah was invited to throw out the first pitch as they took on the Guardians. Jonah got to sit in a box and he was showered with treats and a lot of scratches. And so did Jonah get a hot dog? That's what we want to know. Well, just a toy one. We found out that Jonah's stomach is too sensitive for the real thing. Well, coming up, a local ice cream shop is spreading the love. We're going to show you the business that's helping visitors celebrate the little things in life, in addition to enjoying a sweet treat. The full story on the other side.
Now here's something you didn't realize until just now. You're probably overpaying for your hotel. That's right. Not your fault, really. It's just the same hotel has way too many prices on way too many sites. Unless, of course, you check Trivago. On Trivago, you can compare prices from multiple sites in one place. So you can save up to 40%. And just like that, goodbye overpaying.
Wow. Let me guess. Trivago?
You know it. Hotel Trivago.
My center, my soul, is gone. We have never been challenged. This would be a challenge. I don't have a whole life ahead of me.
The worry is what you do next.
I've decided to feed this and never factor this into the equation.
Do you think it's possible to discern some hidden pattern shared by all serial killers?
Maybe They are unique. Their own sick snowflakes.
Elias, would you be able to help us?
Once it starts, it can't be stopped.
We are going to go where the evidence takes us.
I see those wheels turning.
Whatever it takes.
Go to the ends of the earth, half a world away, and reach for the stars.
If I take time to think, they might go get Brad.
Experience thought-provoking,
something that speaks to people across time.
Innovative.
It's this magical process.
And truly original reporting.
You've discovered you're more of a songwriter. Where does that leave you?
Great question. Because there's always something new under the sun. There's a lot more on the menu on CBS Sunday morning.
I've heard stories about the Duttons.
The fact that you're doing this tells me you haven't heard them all.
No one escapes unscathed from death and violence.
That's a Dutton way.
On June 6th, a new ice cream shop opened on South Street in the Graduate Hospital neighborhood. It's called Winner's Ice Cream, and the hope is to draw customers in with that most familiar delicious cold treat, all while celebrating life's wins. Here's Ciafa Lewis.
Winner's Ice Cream came about because I wanted to be a celebration space for people to come celebrate all the wins in life. The small wins, the big wins, and all the wins in between.
31-year-old An Nguyen, who's originally from Newark, Delaware, was inspired to start his own business after working as a manager for Surreal Creamery for 3 years.
I wanted to be about something more than just ice cream. That's how the Wall of Winners was born, for people to post their wins and share it with us.
It is the first thing you'll see upon walking into Winners, a wall full of colorful Post-its, each with the customer's personal win.
As the wall grew with more and more Post-it, people looked at it, and I don't even have to say anything nowadays. They just see the wall, they see the Post-its, and they just go for it.
I have to say, being here, it is infectious and inspiring, so I took part as well.
It's about that feeling of celebrating something. Ice cream is just a vehicle for me to spread the joy and the love.
Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the ice cream, which is absolutely delicious. It's all homemade in small batches on the premises using premium ingredients and 14% buttermilk fat.
The names have celebratory themes to them. So vanilla turned into Victory Vanilla. Chocolate turned into Champ Chocolate. A peanut butter one I called MV Peanut Butter Crunch.
It's literally a win-win. Delicious ice cream while celebrating this precious life. Ciafa Lewis, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Boy, that was a winning story for sure. Great idea. Hope you can get to stop by. Hey, thank you for watching. We'll be back at 11 o'clock on CBS Philadelphia. And for those of you watching on our streaming channel, don't go away. Stay right there. We'll continue with local news in just a bit. We got to run right now, though. Take care, family. We'll see you tonight. From the heart of Philly, this is CBS News Philadelphia on Philly 57.